The reason I have two old ignition coils is so that you'll understand I have two different TB110 mowers, and through the years they changed this here pull starter, and I wanted to make sure that this brand new ignition coil would work on both the older version and the newer version mower, and it turns out it does. So that's why I have two. I painted this one green because this is the bad one. This one here came off the other mower. These ignition coils, they can be had roughly for around $15 on the internet, and Amazon's very competitive on the internet. So I'm leaving an Amazon affiliate link to this exact coil that I'm using. So you'll understand there is a magnet that as you spin this around, see how this gets thicker here? That's a magnet. Up over here, if I put that, it's just going to fall down. When I put it here, there is a magnet. I'm going to put this mower back together. This pull starter assembly is only held by 3 bolts, and it just takes a 5/16 inch socket, or an 8mm socket will work. So you just remove those like you would any bolt. Take these 3 out. Then this comes right off. You may have to pull it a little bit here and just let it go up to the rope guide up above. While this is still bolted down, you'll want to remove this spark plug wire. And also, I suggest this wire, yes, they're coming out really easy for me, but I had taken it apart, so it makes things look easier than it is. Then we have 2 little 1/4 inch sockets. These are really long, so if you try to do it by hand, expect to spend a little bit of time just undoing these. Now, I've already spun this to the thinner part to where the magnet isn't going to pull on it. So at this point, this comes right out here and comes down like this. This magnet, I spun it off of it. So there was the magnet. I did that because it makes it easier to take that apart. Now I'm going to spin it back where it was. To put the ignition coil in, we're going to go up under this wire just like we did when we took it out. In other words, we came over here to take it out. So we're going to put it in this way, but make sure this little connector can go to this kill switch wire here. So you put this like this. I find it easiest to put that wire on now rather than after you bolt it in. So you push that on. If you don't put that kill wire on, the mower will start. It's just you won't be able to stop it. Then we're going to take these 2 bolts, and they take a 1/4 inch socket to tighten them down. So we'll put one there and one there. I find it easiest, I spun the magnet out of our way so that when we go to tighten this stuff down, we can do it. So I'm just going to come here and get it mostly tightened. That's a little bit too tight. No, that's good. Okay. So now the gap that goes between here and the flywheel is supposed to be 10 to 12 thousandths. So we're just going to take a business card instead, and you'll find lots of people do that. That's the easiest way to do it. Now we're going to spin the magnet back, but I find you got to hold the card here as we do that. So we're going to spin the magnet back, and it's going to suck that forward. See how that sucked it forward there once the magnet's there? So that's gapping it for us. These 2 bolts right here, they take 25 inch-pounds if you're going to torque it down. Remember, inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. So just use a small ratchet like this. Do not get a great big long one where you can put too much leverage on it, and then tighten her down. And all I can tell you on this is you want to make sure it's good and snug. So just a little bit more than that, because I don't have a quality torque wrench. Just don't over tighten them. The last thing you want to do is stretch those out. And then this card, to get him out, you can continue to spin this way until the card comes out, and then go like this and make sure that it doesn't rub as you spinning. Don't forget though, you got to connect this spark plug wire. Goes right on there. Now we put the pull starter on, so we just pull it forward, and you'll find sometimes you have to pull this string here to align things to where it snaps down like that. Then we put these in. These bolts take 53 to 71 inch-pounds. Don't confuse that with pounds. But instead, I find, because like I say, I don't have a good torque wrench, you just want to make sure they're good and snug, but not crazy tight. So you just get them good and tight. Don't strip them, because those bolts there are hard to replace. So believe it or not, it's that easy. Appropriate Amazon affiliate links have been left down below this video in the description. If you click on the card that just appeared, it'll take you to a playlist of all the videos I do on this mower. Well, that's another episode of DIY Ron, so I'm signing off.